Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is July 11th, 2022, and my analysis on Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency markets has not changed. It hasn't changed in the slightest, okay? I am still expecting a very large move next, okay? The next big move is up for me, and I'm going to tell you why. If that sounds interesting to you, then watch until the very end. I'm on the 4-hourly chart with Bitcoin, okay? And nothing has changed, okay? Yesterday, I said that I do believe that we're going to experience a big move to the upside and in the near future, okay, in the immediate short term, and for two reasons. One, the retracement of my labeled wave 4 has reached the 618. Okay, yesterday it was around the 0.5, between the 0.5 and the 618. Right now it's just at the 618. Okay, and we all know in leading diagonal structures, the wave 4 retracement tends to come down to the 0.5 and 618 Fibonacci retracement levels, okay? Whereas in a regular 53535 advance, it typically ends between the 236 and the 382, okay? But we're still at the 618, and we didn't breach the 618, okay? We wicked below it, but we did not breach the 618. So my analysis remains. Nothing's changed. We have not invalidated this impulse by hitting the 786 or anything like that. No sort of severe retracements. Although the 618 is as far down as we can go for this to still be a bona fide advance, a bona fide impulse, okay? And the second reason, I used time analysis, okay? And I said that in a regular 5-wave advance, okay, 2 of the waves tend towards equality in time and price, okay? This is something that Bob Prechter talks about in his wave theory, the manual, basically the main book on Elliott wave theory. And he discusses how it's likely that you get equality or some sort of proportionality in 2 waves of the 5-wave sequence. So typically I see this in wave 1. Wave 1 will take 3 hours. Wave 2 will take 3 hours, something like that, okay? But then here I said, it's likely that we have it in wave 3 and 4 because I don't see that in wave 1 and 2, okay? So I measured wave 3 as I have it, okay? And I could be wrong with my wave measurement, so let's just keep that in mind. And wave 3 I have as 2 days and 12 hours, which is 60 hours, okay? And then wave 4 to this point has lasted 3 days and 12 hours. So 72. Oh, no. Let's see. 3 days, that's 48, 68, 72, 84 hours. That's 84 hours, okay? So it's not equal. It's not necessarily proportional. Typically, if it's not 1-to-1, it's 1-to-618, okay? 1-to-0.618 rather. And we don't have either one. So it could be one of either two things. One, my count is wrong, okay? I'm not counting wave 1. Wave 1 is not what it's supposed to be, or wave 3 is too long or too short or whatever. And it doesn't matter, okay? And I think this is a great it's a great opportunity to discuss. Even though I'm a professional Elliottian, I do Elliott wave theory, it doesn't mean that I get every wave count correct. You all know that it's probabilistic, and actually people do tend to give different options for different wave counts. I don't like giving options. I just choose one and go with it. But I still am very conscious of the fact that there's a chance that it can be wrong. So sometimes I'll update my wave counts and say, well, I think this is more likely given more data. But it's always easier to count waves after they've formed. But while they're forming, it's a little tricky. But still, it can help you get an edge. But still, as an analyst, I think it's important to realize it's not 100% foolproof, especially as the wave is forming, to be able to count it correctly, right? So this is my count, and I don't like that wave 3 and 4 don't really have that proportionality, given 1 and 2 don't. So either my count's off, or maybe because this isn't a fully impulsive wave, it's the last leg of a corrective wave, right? As I see it, right? This is my A wave, my B wave, my C wave, and I think all of this constitutes an A wave. Maybe that throws it off, and this impulse as a result is a bit goofy, right? So I don't know, right? And I think as a good trader and as a good chartist, it's important to be comfortable with what you don't know, right? There's certain things you don't know, certain things you do know with a higher degree of probability, and then you make sure, or you try to make bets with more things that you do know with a high degree of probability versus things that you don't. And I'm not going to put a bunch of money on my count thinking that my count is 100% accurate. You see what I mean? Okay, anyway. Now, looking at it very simply, you can see some symmetry, okay? And this pattern, this Adam and Eve pattern, this W pattern, whatever you want to call it, has the right look, okay? So you see this right here. And on the sides, you can see these vertices come to the same point right here, okay? So you're both retesting the 618 of this wave 3, okay, as I've labeled it, and you're retesting this level as you did on the left side of this W pattern, okay? So you're doing that once more. So it's very likely to me that the larger analysis, the larger pattern results in a pump to the upside, okay? This looks like a reversal to me where you come into the pattern, you put in your W, and then you leave afterwards, okay? And we can see that throughout the market. Guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. So just in quick summary for Bitcoin, although it's taking a while, I see it still resulting in what we thought, what I've said it should result in, okay? The time is not that much of an issue because the overall structure is still it's still holding the overall structure to me of this Adam and Eve or W reversal pattern, okay? Now, looking at altcoins, you can see something similar, okay? Not everything is forming a W reversal pattern, but most everything is on support, okay? Major support. And for altcoins, as I've said on this channel for quite some time, I'm expecting a huge move because this is the end, it's likely the end of a 60-day consolidation reversal that started on May 12th. And ever since May 12th, you've kept testing these support zones. All right, this support zone in Cardano is at 44 cents. Testing it, holding it, 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 testing it, holding it. Even if you know nothing about corrective waves and all that stuff, you can just see there's a channel that's been formed here, the top of the channel being there and the bottom of the channel being there, and you've been testing the bottom of the channel repeatedly. It's likely that you test the top of the channel, if not even breach it. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing throughout the altcoin market. Okay, and it's somebody once said, I don't remember who, I wish I could give the person credit because I didn't come up with this, but good trading, especially using Elliott Wave, has one purpose. Good charting, right? Good technical analysis has one purpose: to identify corrective sequences. That's it. Think about it. That's all you need. Everybody can tell an impulse. Anybody can tell an impulse, either up or down. It's moving, it's irrefutable. But how many people can read choppy, corrective price action? Okay. And if you're able, as a good analyst, as a chartist, to identify consolidation reversal patterns on a high or low time frame, then you can anticipate with a high degree of probability breakouts in either direction. So you basically long consolidation reversals that result in upside price action, and you short consolidation reversals that result in downside price action. So an expert chartist, an expert analyst, essentially is an expert in reading consolidation reversal patterns on, a variety of time frames. I thought that was apt and beautiful. And that's basically what we've been doing on this channel. The key to doing that is understanding that these things take time. This has been 60 some odd days of consolidation reversal, started on May 12th. Okay? So it takes time and patience. But if we let it play out, then I mean, the results, the bounty, the reward for corrective or correct read on that corrective move is, I mean, it's unlike anything, right? So yeah, we see the same thing. If you just keep it simple, there's a channel, and you've been consolidating, correcting in this channel, and you're at the bottom of the channel, you want to buy, more or less, right? Let's keep it simple. Here with Kadena, same thing. Big channel, formed for 60 days. You tested the top once. Ever since you've been on the bottom of the channel, you want to buy that, right? And actually in Kadena and some other altcoins, if you zoom out a little bit, and we'll have to go on log for this to make sense, let's actually go on the weekly. And guys, again, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. But with Kadena, it's twofold, right? You get your 60-day consolidation reversal that we were looking at right here and on a larger time frame, you can see it more clearly. A nice big wick to the downside, showing strong buy pressure and the completion of a trend. You have a big volume candle showing the completion of the trend, and you basically are testing this level right here once more, okay, with price. You're testing that level that you just tested here. Is this the bottom? Let's see. And you testing it. And then finally you agree that that's the bottom. Sellers of this larger trend are exhausted, and it's time to change the larger trend. Not only do you get that, but in Kadena and some other assets, if you take your Fibonacci retracement tool, you can see you're at the golden mean, okay? And that we know is a reversal point for trends, right? That it just typically hanging out on the golden mean, spending time on the golden mean, it's likely to result in a reversal of a trend, okay? So this is something that you're seeing in Kadena and in other altcoins. But again, we're not looking at the larger time frame right here in this analysis. We're simply looking at the smaller time frames on the 4-hourly chart and just looking at 60 days of price action. And this is why I'm expecting a huge move in altcoins. Although I'm expecting a decent sized move in Bitcoin, Bitcoin hasn't put in 60 days of consolidation reversal like these altcoins, okay? And again, you formed these channels and you've peaked below sometimes, but then you come back up and you're at the bottom of these channels, essentially, okay? So they're fundamentally a buy. Again, nothing's 100%, but probabilistically, it's likely that the next big move is up. And I know I've said this for quite some time, but if you're a good trader, if you're a good chartist, all this time you've taken to prove this to yourself, maybe you hear my opinion, you do your own analysis, you come to the same conclusion. You've been accumulating and just waiting patiently, and then checking ever so often to make sure that your analysis has not yet been invalidated, and it hasn't, right? We've been saying that same thing, and it's been what it is, right? Ravane, same thing. You've made a channel. You've been consolidating at the bottom. You dip below. You went above. You've been consolidating here, and here, what I'm seeing, and I've said this before, is you put in your reversal pattern, and then you're starting to put in what looks like a leading diagonal right here, specifically right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's your fifth wave. That's what I'm saying. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing on Ravane. Okay, but again, you have your channels, and you're consolidating at the bottom of your channels, and your job as an analyst, as a trader, is to buy support. Okay, and sell resistance once we get to resistance. But given that this is a large time frame consolidation reversal pattern, you may not sell anytime soon. Okay, and last but not least, Telcoin, same thing. You're seeing this big channel, and actually in Telcoin, you've dipped below the channel. You're consolidating below the channel because you're showing some weakness. It's a low cap altcoin. People have really sold off on this asset, but the next big move is up once again. That's my thesis. This is why my analysis for Bitcoin and altcoins hasn't changed, and I'm still waiting for a big move. Guys, if you've gotten value, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And have a great Monday. Take care. Bye.